Imagine running your mouth when I already peep how your throat truly functions. I bet you despise me purely because you actually cannot tolerate yourself. You truly cannot invent this mess. They tag me Slim Reaper, but my bank is heavy. Everyone keeps claiming I should stall, but stall for what? The bag is already here. Look, the clock is ticking. So if you spot me with it, just realize it is mine. When those other girls rhyme, it sounds like they are merely stacking words together. But when I rhyme, every bar drops heavy. Every line sounds pricey and every word feels like trauma. Stop acting with me. I have hitters locked up actually moving with me. I have goons in the trenches actually rolling with me. I have connects down south actually bonded with me. I have squad from different blocks actually backing me. And why are you clocking my drip? I promise I already peep how some of these fakes move. After months of endless barking, endless yapping, and endless messy drama, Claressa Shields has suddenly gone stone cold silent. And fans online are claiming they already peep why. Per the tea, the entire trap that was intended to ruin Remy Ma ended up backfiring right back on Claressa Shields and Papoose instead. What was meant to make Remy Ma look unhinged magically turned into fans side-eyeing the puppets who were barking the loudest. And now the stillness is looking real shady because the mood flipped fast. All week long, fans have been dissecting Remy Ma's record. And per the source, this was not just some basic diss track crafted to ignite digital beef. This was deeper than that. This was Remy Ma finally breaking her seal after staying silent for a long minute. For months, Remy Ma had allegedly tried to keep things cute. She stayed poised, stayed professional, and did not sprint to dump every secret in the gutter. But per the source, there hits a stage where being silent starts looking like surrender, and Remy Ma finally realized she was done letting clowns play with her legacy. The source claims the snapping point arrived after Claressa Shields allegedly poked herself into married folks' business while chasing Remy Ma's man. And from the way fans are debating it, they believe there had to be smoke for that. Because while Claressa Shields was allegedly dropping receipts publicly and keeping the fire burning online, Remy Ma was sitting back watching the circus peak and taking names. She was not vocal initially, but that did not mean she was not taking notes. And when she finally swung, fans felt like she came loaded. That is why the source claims this song was more than just a jab. It was mandatory. Per the streets, Remy Ma is not merely a rapper. She is also a mogul with a legacy, a brand, and a street credit to defend. So, after months of what the source brands a hit job, Remy Ma finally fired back directly. And once she did, the narrative flipped. Suddenly, fans were no longer just doubting what Remy Ma did. They started investigating what Claressa Shields and Papoose had been cooking behind the scenes. 2. The source claims both Claressa Shields and Papoose allegedly tried desperately to lobby a toxic story about Remy Ma publicly. They allegedly went out of their way to trash her name and make her look like the snake in the garden. But per Remy Ma's camp, this was not just random shade being thrown. There was allegedly a calculated PR hit behind it. Fact is, Remy Ma had already checked them before. She allegedly warned them to quit leaking rumors, quit planting stories, and quit trying to weaponize the public against her. But per the source, they kept barking regardless. That is when Remy Ma finally decided to leak what she believed was lurking behind the curtain. And now fans are viewing the entire circus differently, especially when it is about Papoose. Because per the source, Papoose spent years crafting this public brand of himself as the angelic husband, the loyal king, and the solid guy who saved Remy Ma. Fans worshipped that brand. They bought into that fairy tale. They viewed him as a man who waited, pledged, and stayed 10 toes. But now Remy Ma is scratching completely different reality, and it has fans doubting everything. Per the source, Remy Ma alleged that while she was behind bars and still handling business, clearing debts, and financially carrying life, Papoose was allegedly messing with other females behind the scenes. And the source believes that same trend may have leaked into this current mess. They claim that Papoose knew exactly what kind of loose cannon Claressa Shields was. So instead of being the one to talk crazy in public, he allegedly leaked tea to Claressa Shields privately, letting her become the crash out while he stayed quiet and holier than thou on the outside. That is the part fans are really stuck on. Per the source, the alleged chess move was simple. Papoose could publicly pretend like he did not want to trash Remy Ma or speak ill about her while Claressa Shields was online dropping all kinds of heat. By design, he could appear poised, refined, and above the chaos, while Claressa Shields handled the filthy side of the narrative. The source claims this was no accident at all. They suspect Papoose was secretly pulling a lot of the string behind the scenes, and now fans are screaming the entire plot backfired miserably. As the drama kept escalating, the internet reaction became impossible to ignore. The source claims a hit job they allegedly tried to mount against Remy Ma ended up trashing Claressa Shields' reputation instead. Instead of everyone attacking Remy Ma, a lot of fans started doubting Claressa Shields and Papoose even more. They started asking why Claressa Shields was so obsessed, why Papoose was so mute, and why Remy Ma's legacy kept getting slandered while the other team tried to act innocent. Meanwhile, Remy Ma looked stronger than ever publicly, like someone who had finally hit her limit and came outside with evidence. One of the coldest moments came directly from Remy Ma's record itself. The source flagged one specific bar that hit different. Remy Ma allegedly rapped, "Always claiming you helping somebody but can't even help himself." That line immediately ignited debates online because, according to the source, Papoose has spent decades bragging about ghostwriting hits, building careers, and being the engine of other people's fame. But now fans were asking a very brutal question. If he truly had all that clout, all that genius, and all that pull, why does it feel like he is still trapped yapping about ancient history? The source likens him to someone who peaked decades ago, but keeps mentioning the glory years like they happened this morning. They even cite an interview where Papoose mentioned having a massive contract years back, while doubting what that actually contributes today. Because in the current climate, Remy Ma dropped his record and reportedly soared high on the iTunes charts while Papoose was being dragged into a debate about dusty claims, dusty wins, and whether he was actually as vital to Remy Ma's hustle as he made it look. That gap became a massive part of the fallout, too. According to the source, Remy Ma had shielded Papoose publicly for years because he was a spouse at the time. She allegedly let him maintain that brand. She let fans believe specific fables. She did not go around spilling every secret or debunking every tale. But now that the union has shattered publicly, fans are starting to wonder how much of that saintly husband brand was authentic and how much of it only lasted because Remy Ma chose to stay mute before. She helped create the brand fans had of him. She stood by him, vouched for him, shielded him publicly, and allowed the world to view him as his faithful, solid husband. But now, according to the source, Remy Ma finally felt forced into dropping the truth publicly because she has massive business deals, huge ventures, and a name she cannot afford to let fakes keep disrespecting. She could not just sit back forever while lies, toxicity, and messy plots kept circulating without saying a word. At some point, silence stops looking peaceful and starts letting people rewrite your life for you. And that is where Claressa Shields' fallout became a huge talking point online. Because according to the source, Claressa Shields had spent months being vocal on the timeline. She allegedly made constant remarks, constant jabs, and said all kinds of messy things while trying to make her link with Papoose look tighter than ever. But once Remy Ma's record leaked, the entire vibe shifted. Suddenly, Claressa Shields went ghost. The source says it became pure crickets. And that quietness only made fans gossip even more because Remy Ma allegedly did not just throw random jabs. She addressed very specific tea. According to the source, Remy Ma rapped about Claressa Shields allegedly biting her vibe, stalking what she rocks, and trying to walk like her. And she also made it obvious that she knows exactly how Papoose operates because she already survived it herself. That is why the source believes the record hit Claressa Shields so hard. It was not just a jab. It felt like someone who had history, receipts, and scars talking from a place of facts. And when someone can paint the situation that vividly, it makes a fan start asking who was actually telling the truth the entire time. Then came the workout clip, and that only made things messier. According to the source, Claressa Shields shared a video of herself sparring shortly after the diss track started exploding online. But instead of saving her brand or making her look unbothered, fans clowned the clip ruthlessly. The source says before she even started actually training, she was just punching wildly at the air, and fans online started likening it to someone who looked mentally crashed out. It gave the trolls even more ammo to run with. And once fans start dragging a moment like that, it travels fast. And then fans spotted something else. Claressa Shields had apparently rocked mismatched sneakers to the gym. Later, she allegedly claimed online that both pairs were black and sitting near each other, so she accidentally grabbed two different shoes. But the source viewed the whole mess differently. They believed the heat and shame from Remy Ma's track had Claressa Shields so rattled that she stepped out without even checking what she wore. To them, it was not just about the drip. It was about how deeply the drama seemed to be living under her skin. By the end of the week, the entire plot had shifted. Fans were no longer mainly dragging Remy Ma. Instead, focus turned directly toward Claressa Shields and Papoose. And according to the source, Papoose made things even worse through his own press and viral clips. The source points to snippets from his sit-down that had been trending online all week. In those snippets, they say Papoose appeared to mock Claressa Shields several times without even peeping how messy it looked publicly. At one point, he reportedly chuckled while discussing a photo of Claressa Shields, and the source read his vibes as him essentially saying, she needs help, glam, and the right lighting before she can look her best. Then came the tea about their living status. According to the source, Papoose made it very obvious that he and Claressa Shields do not share a home. He reportedly killed that rumor immediately. There were also remarks regarding jewelry and weddings where the source says he behaved like real commitment was nowhere near his agenda. And that made the entire mess look even nastier because while Claressa Shields had allegedly been online guarding the link and dragging Remy Ma, Papoose himself did not seem to be framing the link like something solid, serious, or moving anywhere fast. To the source, that made Claressa Shields look pathetic publicly. Because if you spent months going feral online trying to claim your spot, trying to guard the link and trying to make Remy Ma look salty, but then the man at the heart of it all gets on press acting chill and detached. That is a tragic look. It makes fans wonder if Claressa Shields was chasing the link way harder than Papoose was. And once that doubt hit the timeline, the internet started shredding everything apart. Then there was a side circus involving 50 Cent and Remy Ma, which the source has piled even more heat during the week. So while those snippets, press, jokes, and debates were already trending online, Remy Ma dropped her record and it became the finishing move. According to the source, the fact inside the record completely muzzled Claressa Shields. The same loud ego and swagger fans had witnessed from her online for months suddenly vanished. And the source suspect there's a logic for that. They say facts always prevail in the end. To them, this was never just about basic drama. This was about Remy Ma guarding her legacy, her paper, and her future moves after months of alleged hits against the brand. And according to the source, the outcome is obvious. The hit job they allegedly tried to mount against Remy Ma ended up backfiring miserably. Instead of Remy Ma looking soft, she looked like someone who finally grabbed control of the plot. Instead of Claressa Shields looking bulletproof, fans started doubting her brand. And instead of Papoose looking like the poised, faithful, saintly man fans once worshipped, fans started doubting his part in all of this, too. Now Remy Ma appears to have snatched back the narrative publicly, and the source keeps hitting one final point. People eventually harvest what they plant. In their view, that is exactly what went down here. The puppets who allegedly tried to trash Remy Ma's name ended up dragging more heat on themselves. And now the fans are asking questions they probably did not anticipate. But now we need to hear from you. Do you think Remy Ma actually leaked the facts with that record? Or do you think fans are reaching too deep into the mess? Do you think the alleged hit job completely backfired on Claressa Shields and Papoose? Spill your tea in the comments below, because this circus is getting nastier by the hour. And if you felt this report, make sure you smash the like, join the squad, and hit the bell so you never miss the next drop.